XRP, the cryptocurrency that's been making waves in the digital asset world, is poised for a dramatic transformation, and Visa's latest move might be the key to unlocking its true potential. Imagine this a world where the US dollar is no longer the primary currency used for international payments. Instead, XRP Ripple's native token becomes the backbone of global financial transactions now. While this might sound like something out of a science fiction novel, the reality is that it could be closer than we think in the last few months. XRP has gained significant attention in the financial world, and not just from crypto enthusiasts or traders. Some of the largest companies and institutions around the globe are starting to see XRP not just as a speculative asset, but as a critical piece of the future of finance. One of the most significant developments is Visa's recent patent filing, which, when fully realized, could see XRP integrated into Visa's global payment system for real-time transactions. The implications of this development are staggering, and if Visa, one of the world's largest financial networks, moves forward with this integration, XRP could easily find itself at the center of a seismic shift in the financial industry. But what does this mean for the future of XRP, and more importantly, its price? Some experts are predicting that XRP could reach a price of $2,500 by 2025, and based on the latest developments, this doesn't seem far-fetched. Let's start by taking a deep dive into Visa's patent document and why it matters. The filing specifically mentions Ripple's technology and XRP's potential use for real-time payments. Visa is known for processing billions of transactions each year, and adding XRP to its infrastructure would allow for faster, cheaper, and more efficient cross-border payments. Currently, cross-border payments are plagued by high fees, slow settlement times, and multiple intermediaries. XRP's technology, however, offers a solution to these problems. It can settle transactions in seconds with minimal fees, making it an attractive alternative for large financial institutions. When you start looking at the math, it becomes clear why XRP could see massive demand. Visa, for example, handles over 11 trillion in annual payment volume. If even a small fraction of this volume is settled using XRP, the demand for the token would increase exponentially, with a circulating supply of just over 50 billion XRP. The simple laws of supply and demand suggest that the value of XRP could skyrocket as its use case becomes more widespread. The more businesses and banks that adopt XRP for cross-border payments, the greater the upward pressure on its price. This could turn XRP from a speculative asset into a cornerstone of global finance. But Visa isn't the only company looking at XRP. Other large financial institutions like JP Morgan, HSBC, and even PayPal are exploring blockchain technology and its potential to disrupt the traditional financial system. If Visa's adoption of XRP is successful, it could spark a domino effect. These institutions could follow suit further, driving up the demand for XRP and solidifying its place as a global payment standard. There's also the broader trend of cryptocurrency adoption over the past few years. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP have started to gain more institutional acceptance. Companies like Tesla and Square have added Bitcoin to their balance sheets, and banks around the world are experimenting with blockchain technology to improve their systems. The growing acceptance of digital currencies is a clear signal that the financial world is evolving. And XRP, with its fast transaction speeds and low fees, is perfectly positioned to play a central role in this transformation. Let's now talk about the potential price movements. Right now, XRP is trading well below its all-time high. And while this might make some investors a bit nervous, it also presents an opportunity for those who believe in the long-term potential of the token. Historically, XRP has gone through periods of boom and bust, but honestly, the fundamentals behind the technology have stayed solid. If Visa's patent is just the beginning of a larger trend, we could be looking at a price surge unlike anything we've seen before. Some analysts are predicting that XRP could reach $250 in the short to medium term, especially if it gains traction with major financial institutions. This would be a significant increase from its current price, but it's still within the realm of possibility. However, the more bullish predictions are even more exciting. If XRP continues to be adopted by larger players in the financial industry, the price could reach $1,000 or even $2,500 by 2025. This might sound like a stretch, but just consider the growth of other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Just a few years ago, a lot of people thought Bitcoin was overvalued at $1,000. And look where it is today. XRP's scalability and utility really make it a strong candidate to become the global standard for cross-B payments. However, we do need to temper our excitement with a dose of reality, as promising as Visa's patent is. It's important to note that patent filings do not guarantee implementation. Companies file patents all the time to protect their intellectual property, but that doesn't necessarily mean they'll act on them. While the inclusion of XRP in the filing is definitely a positive sign, there is still a long road ahead before this becomes a reality. Visa will need to conduct trials, address regulatory concerns, and convince other players in the financial ecosystem to adopt XRP. Moreover, the adoption of XRP by other major banks and payment processors won't happen overnight. It will require significant time, resources, and collaboration between Ripple and various financial institutions. But the potential is undeniable. If Visa and other players move forward with adopting XRP, the token could become the backbone of a new global payment system. This would not only drive the price up, but also increase XRP's legitimacy as a mainstream asset. As we look toward the future, there are a few key things that need to happen for XRP to reach its full potential. First, widespread adoption by financial institutions is crucial. Ripple has already made significant progress in this area, partnering with over 100 financial institutions around the world. The more institutions that integrate XRP into their systems, the more value the token will accrue. Second, the regulatory environment will play a major role in determining XRP's future. While Ripple has made strides in addressing regulatory concerns, there is still uncertainty around how XRP will be classified by regulators in different countries. If XRP is recognized as a legitimate form of digital currency or asset, it will have a much easier time being adopted by institutions and investors. Lastly, the broader cryptocurrency market will need to continue to mature. The success of XRP depends on the continued growth of the blockchain and crypto ecosystem as cryptocurrencies become more mainstream. The demand for fast, low-cost cross-border payment systems like XRP will only increase. This is why Visa's patent filing is so significant. It signals that major players in the financial industry are ready to take the next step in embracing cryptocurrency to sum it all up. Visa's recent patent filing is a massive development for XRP, while there's still a long way to go. Before we see XRP integrated into Visa's global payment system, the potential for growth is enormous. With major financial institutions like Visa backing Ripple's technology, XRP's price could see significant appreciation over the next few years. If XRP is adopted as the global standard for cross-border payments, we could be looking at a price target of $2,500 or even higher by 2025. So what do you think? Are you bullish on XRP's future? Do you believe that Visa's involvement is a sign of things to come? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with anyone who might be interested in the future of XRP in the crypto market. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Please do your own research and consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions.